Good morning, everyone. Brilliant minds, esteemed guests. Welcome to the gathering of intellectual prowess, where ideas take flight and perspectives alive. I'm the moderator and the masters of ceremonies for today, the one and only Mrs. Manuel Garcia. Today, I am honored to guide you through the second senior high school policy debate. Today, we embark on a journey through the corridors of thought where our debaters will not only present arguments, but a weave a tapestry of enlightenment. In a world inundated with information, this debate serves as an oasis of critical thinking, a sanctuary where the mind is both the battlefield and the forge. Get ready for a symphony of ideas where every note resonates with the power to change minds and shapes opinions. Before we witness the clash of intellects, let's take a moment to thank those who have paved the way for this event. Sorry about that. Our school administrators, teachers, and staff who tirelessly nurture the seeds of knowledge. And of course, to the parents and guardians of the students here today. Your presence here speaks volumes about your dedication to the academic of our students. Now, let's set the stage on fire. But before we do, let's bow our heads in the reverence for a moment of reflection for our God. I invite Bernadette Ernas from UMSP to lead us in a moment of prayer. Bernadette, please join us here in front.
Let us all stand. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, grant me each day the desire to be like us, grow mentally and morally as far as possible. Be kind and helpful to my classmates and teachers, to be honest with myself as well as with others. Help me to be a good sport and to smile when I lose as well as when I win. Teach me the value of good friendship, and help me always to conduct myself so as to be credit to my school, to it, others, and
Thank you, Bernadette Ernas, for that wonderful prayer. So from here, to give us a warm welcome to this program, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to the person who will set the tone for our event, our very own Mrs. Lourdes D. Leon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to our lovely judges who accepted the invitation for today's class. Mr. Edmond from the department, always there, and not support especially our department. Thank you for coming. And dear students, this is a really an exciting task. Okay? It's not just a competition. This is a relevant engagement. Okay? Because the task that will be done today, the skills that will be shown by these select students will be, the measure of how and what they have learned from their previous subject. Like, last year we had the first team policy debate by the grade 11 students. So they were able to, show their potentials in intellectual discussion. And they were also trained at that moment to do educative research, organize skills, as well as articulating their thoughts spontaneously, because that was a debate. And then they need really to react to their opponents' views. So, so indeed this is a very relevant engagement. That's why I invited grade 11 students from UMS. We have UMS students here. Raise your hands. Oh, do you have a class? I asked permission for that. youth and guest students, meron bang sports? Kasi may mga klase. But you need to see how a formal debate is done. Kasi I want to have a debate for, joined by the grade 11 students. Maybe in the next few months. Kasi you have to really learn how to discuss your thoughts using the English language. Okay, so what subjects are covered here? Oral communication, content, practical research, because you have to do research to support your claims. And of course, the subject for grade 12 is English for academic and professional purposes. Everything that you have to use here or learn probably in those subjects. So it actually is a relevant, important, and timely task for the students here. And for the audience, I hope you learned something from this. Thank you for coming and good morning.
Thank you for that wonderful message, Miss Meredith Gidela. So, before we officially kick off the debate, let's draw inspiration from the leader who guides us and who guides our students towards excellence. Please welcome Mrs. Pearl Laking Dalum, the head of the English department.
Once again, I am really glad seeing all your beautiful faces. Thank you for coming. It is my privilege to welcome everyone, especially today. Thank you for all your effort, especially wearing all those formal attire. That's really amazing. Grabbing from your closet, borrowing from other people, it's a good thing. And I know na you give extra effort for this. Thank you very much. I would like to express also my sincere gratitude and appreciation to all of you who have generously contributed to organizing and making this day possible, especially to our master teachers, si Ma'am Marites Pinayon and also Ma'am Cecilia Salinego. Welcome them to our very outstanding talaga
Naka-electric
Thank you so
fan.
much for coming. I know you're so busy.
Mark Layon.
This is your electric fan.
The moment I am told by Ma'am Marites, she told me, I was eating pandesal there sa baba. And then I saw your presentation nakalagay kanina, do not raise your voice. You have to improve your argument. And also, I want to borrow from Rumi. According to Rumi, you have to raise your words, not your voice. It is the rain that grows. Ulan na nagpapalago sa tao. And not the thunders. Hindi yung So today, we are also parang witnessing this kind of opportunity. Thank you very much and welcome po sa
Certainly, inspirational message from the head of the English department, Mrs. Pearl Laking Dalum. Thank you for that wonderful message. So now let us give our attention to the leader of our school, the most professional person that I know in the world, Mr. Roderick C. Obias.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Hope you are all good. Because this is the day, or this is one of the few days that we has chosen to be able for you to show your talents in public speaking, particularly in a form of debate. Okay, I would like to thank the organizers of the English department as well as the Filipino department for for making sure that all of the students will be participating in the National Reading Month. And this particular debate that we're doing right now are one of good activities in inculcating or in making sure that we are looking that you are looking that you are learning in the field of communication and literacy. Thank you very much, Ma'am Adi, our master teacher too in English, as well as Ma'am Cecilia Samaniego, guided by their head teacher, Ma'am Bernadette Quindano. Could you please clap your hands for and for our student leaders who happens to organize or happens to part of the organizing committee for one of the activities in National Reading Month. Thank you very much. Palakpakan niyo rin sila. And of course, our students who will showcase their talents. As I've heard earlier, do not raise your voice, but raise your argument. Most of the time, communication, there are problems with communication because of the voice, but not on the argument. If we're going to look at the argument deeply, even if it's not favoring our sides, if you're going to look and listen to the arguments, a better community will happen, a better relationship will happen. Okay, so hoping that you will not be intimidated by others. This is a debate. This is a exchange of ideas, whether on what side you are. Basta kailangan may pakita nyo, or you have to show that there is a content on what you're saying, not on the way you raise your voice. Okay? At the end of the day, I hope everybody will learn. How many participants do we have?
4 by 4, sir.
4 by 4.
Modified siya, modified.
2 groups. Only 2 groups. Okay. Hopefully this will be, this particular activity will be done outside the classroom. Alam ko, pinilit naman ako ng Ma'am Madi at ng Ma'am Madi na gawin ito sa labas, pero hindi ako pumayag. Kasi madami, sabay-sabay tayo ngayon. So, and I'm very thankful kasi makulit din talaga ang English principality because I know that they know the value of this particular things. Okay? You cannot say the value today, but in the near future, kasi I was once a debater na lagi nakikipagtalulaan. Hindi po ito pakikipagtalulaan. Ito po ay pakipagpalitan ng opinyon sa mga bagay-bagay. At the end of the day, makakasumali sa kalaban. Okay? Naiintindihan niyo ako? Pero ngayon, for the purpose of the competition today, huwag kayong papayag na makuha ng kalaban. Pero at the end of the day, after this particular activity, bakit pa natalo si Miss Michelle D? Bakit pa siya natalo? Bakit pa natanggal sa tatay? There is a reason behind every little thing. You have your opinion, keep it. You have your opinion, discuss it. And if it's not the proper forum, do not raise it. And if you are in the proper forum, do it. Okay? Okay? Okay, thank you very much and good luck.
Picture tayo kasi
Hindi mo lang ito kayo.
picture tayo kasi.
Bababa na naman.
Sir, picture muna bago ko ulo ka.
Ay, by the way, congratulations, Mr. Malasigan.
Opportunity.
nakaboto na ba kayo? Okay, Sabriel, nakaboto na ba kayo? Sa lahat ng hindi pa nakakaboto, we have Mr. Malasigan and Miss Ricamonte. Miss Ricamonte competing and battling for the model student of Laguna. Bakit Suyo, wala akong tanggay sa grade 11 at grade 12. Grade 10. Okay.
Dito tayo. Yung ating mga judges.
Wala ba yung mga klase? Uy, alam nyo ako hindi pwede. At alam ko kasama rin si ano yun, bakit nyo ba
Ikaw ba, Ma'am, for ABC, or you want to watch?
Ma'am, nag-ano ko ng
Okay lang.
yung milk.
Okay lang. At least nandito kayo nag-ano.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Alam mo naman, busy-busy.
Ma'am, buwan ng milk at ano na yan.
Okay, ang sakit ko ha, sa ako ha. Tapos sa Tuesday. Schedule ko. Mabigay sa naman ko. Schedule ko.
Alin ang daan.
Para mailagay na kung mag-pirma ng step.
Dito lang, sa gitna nakatayo.
So once again, thank you for that message from Mr. Robert. A very powerful message. So once again, good morning to everyone. So are you ready for the TV? Are you ready or not? Please say yes. Are you guys ready? Yes. I can hear you. Are we ready? Yes. One more time. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, that's the spirit. Now, let's meet the brilliant minds who will be facing off today's debate. These will not be positive and negative debates. Please debate for the stage. As yours, ability,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeremy Casabaldero from Affirmative Team. I am Maria Martina HLS Quisno, second speaker from Affirmative Team. Affirmative Team.
Good morning, Julius. Good morning, audiences. I'm the second speaker of the executive team.
Good morning, everyone. I am the platform executive
Good morning, everyone. I'm not just the fourth speaker in the executive team.
a round of applause for our talented debaters, please. Now, let's ensure a fair and competitive debate by familiarizing ourselves with the rules to guide us through. Let's welcome Mrs. Marites Higaylon once again, master teacher for grade 11 and 12 in senior high school. Give her a round of applause.
Please ask everyone, especially the participants of the guidelines today. Actually, the structure is policy debate. per team. But as I have said last year, I want more participation. So I make more participation from each team. So therefore, nagbigat ko para lang mas marami sila. Okay, the intention is actually not the competition itself, but showing their skills in argument, speaking, and research as well as organizing. So that's my intention, more than the competition. Okay, so the affirmative, the job of the affirmative is to support the resolution. What is the resolution? Okay, the resolution. Resolve that colleges and universities in the Philippines should eliminate the use of standardized tests in determining admission. That is the proposition that will be supported by the affirmative. So they have to provide the necessary argument as well as the evidences to support their claim. The negative, on the other hand, the job of the negative is to defeat the argument of the affirmative. Okay? Students who policy debates must be able to work well with their team, balance team, both in terms of preparation of debates and contribution to their teams. It helps to provide a competitive advantage of the tournament. The policy debaters are interested in examining specific policies in an integrated, detailed manner. This is a proposed policy, by the way. Depth of research is a common trait of successful policy debaters. I have explained this process to the participants. It's not just argument, you need to support your argument with research. Okay, so we have 4 participants per group. The debaters will follow the flow like this. First, affirmative, constructive. Will be given 5 minutes and time properly by our assigned person. After that, the cross-examination from the negative, which is only 3 minutes. Second, negative constructive. So after the first affirmative and the cross-examination, the first negative constructive. Cross-examined by the affirmative. Same minutes, 5 and 3. And then, after that, the first negative rebuttal, 5 minutes. First affirmative rebuttal, 5 minutes. Second negative rebuttal, 5 minutes. And lastly, the last person to speak is the first person who spoke a while ago. So that will be the second affirmative rebuttal. The preparation time is 5 minutes. There will be a break. Each speaker will be given a warning bell to remind them that, okay, so instead of 1 minute, it's 30 seconds. There's 30 seconds left, and therefore you should finish your sentence right there. The decision should be based on the consideration of the following. Okay, skill in analysis, use of evidence, validity of argument, clarity of organization, and effectiveness of the debate. Okay, I think that's clear. Mr. Marasigan, thank you. And I hope and give the best expectation from both teams. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Gaylon, for showing the knowledge of others about knowing the guidelines and rules. So now, the anticipation is building up to say, who will actually victorious in this intellectual showdown? We'll find out soon. they want us as we move on to the official matters in the debate. So, are you guys ready to start the debate? I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you. You sound like Steve.
Yes.
Yes. Let the show go on the road. Please start the show, Mr. Details.
So, good morning everyone. So, as we go through, the topic is about the abolishment of standard exams in universities. And the government should eliminate entrance exams for college and universities because it may only benefit the students who has means and can also afford review centers and books that they can use for reviewing. And also, the less fortunate people or students who is not beneficiary of this kind of examination. Because because this is a hindrance for the students or the senior high school graduates to proceed on the next level, which is the higher education in college. There are students who are deserving to proceed on the higher education, but because first is the financial cost of there are some schools that having entrance and some fees so that they can afford it. So why should the Philippines abolish the entrance exam? There's a huge number of deserving college students that they should want out of school because they can afford, they can also afford to enter or to go in a private colleges to study. And that's why the government should abolish the examination. And also, according to judging in 2023, college entrance exams have never judged students on a fair scale, meaning students have specific strength and interest that make them capable candidates for college acceptance. Exams never take into account this fact as it is judged based on academic knowledge alone, which is quite ignorant and nearsighted. So that's our first point of view.
Now, time for applause examination. 3 minutes, please make it repeat.
Need water?
Take a repeat, you may start.
May saktan bata na yun.
How can college effectively evaluate the
Excuse me, it cannot be heard. Ito na lang kayo. When you speak, you can't close to the glasses. You cannot be heard properly. Lapit na lang kayo sa okay, okay na rin siya.
where might allow for examination? Without the standardized test, how can college objectively evaluate students' preparedness for the academic rigor of college, especially skills learning foundational knowledge?
We all know that some universities and colleges have passing grade, which is the GWA or the general weighted average. Some schools have a standard on, like for example, in Laguna University, there is 85% or the general weighted average. So your general weighted average is 85. So to pass or to be able to be one of student on your school.
Next, how would the elimination of standardized tests impact the ability of college to identify and support students who may need additional academic assistance?
Sorry?
Again, how would the elimination of standardized tests impact the ability of colleges to identify and support students who
what I've said, there are schools that having the grade or identifying the grade so that they can pass on the school. So, and yeah, that's the main point. They will need to study hard in high school so that their grade will be appropriate to pass on college level.
Without standardized tests, how can college efficiently manage the large volume of applications and make timely and meaningful decisions while maintaining a thorough evaluation of each task? Again, without standardized tests, how can college efficiently manage the large volume of applications and make timely and meaningful decisions while maintaining a thorough evaluation of each task?
So the government should evaluate those students who are deserving to go to higher levels. They will evaluate it in a proper way by checking their grades, backgrounds, and if they deserve it to be one of the students who will go to higher education, they will be accepted.
Do you think grades on our students
For another negative, or another constructive criticism, please, the first negative speaker, constructive, for 5 minutes. Please, the floor is yours.
So, good morning everyone. I'm from Negative Team, second speaker. I will state our argument. First of all, what we have
Mr. Pinelon, please face the
colleges and universities should eliminate the use of standardized tests for college admission. By the word standardized, meaning of standard, it means it must be followed. So, why should we remove it if it is not standardized test? Standardized tests must not be removed because this is very effective in evaluating the capabilities of the student or their worthiness to enter a specific school. So, how effective is standardized testing? If developed and administered correctly, standardized testing can be very effective in measuring students' achievement and learning. Though there are those who argue against the effectiveness of standardized testing, the test can play a major role in student success, curriculum development, and educational reform. So, if someone questioning, are the standardized tests effective? Yes. Standardized tests are method of testing in which all the students answer the same question, are scored in the same way. These tests usually contain a variety of question types across different subjects, ranging from multiple choice, true or false, or writing. Standardized tests are used for a variety of reasons, some of which include achievement tests, college admission, and aptitude tests. Each state has a different standardized test for their school districts that align with core curriculum content, while standardized tests are major source of controversy in the United States but it will be implemented in the Philippines. Many educators and test experts argue that standardized tests are an effective way to measure a student's mastery of a particular subject or academic achievement. Based on the article by Azusa Pacific University, 2023, are standardized testing scores matter? Yes. Standardized tests like the SAT or the Scholar Aptitude Test and the ACT or the American College Testing that's used often on Philippine universities and colleges are crucial in the college application process. Providing an objective measure of academic preparedness and the thousands of applicants college students. This lets help balance application weakness, showcase academic potential beyond grades, and can qualify students for scholarships, reducing the financial burden and the tuition that they essential in presenting a comprehensive view of the students' capabilities and worthiness of the illumination of the financial support. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay. Now it's time for the second. This time the first
I request the two debaters to be closer to the judges, please.
Second, the first affirmative cross-examination of the negative team. You may now start.
So first and foremost, you stated that standard tests must eliminated because it has a major role for students. So what about the students who's financially unstable? Because most of the colleges have admission fees. According to Ateneo.edu, in Ateneo de Manila, the application or admission fee is 600 for applicants from schools within the Philippines and 2,500 for applicants from schools abroad. So the students who wants to go to college, because it is an important thing to pursue their careers. So what about the students who are financially unstable?
For the students who are financially unstable, there are schools that provide scholarships to ensure or to sure that the students can take the exam that they can
Come again. Come on, please. Come on, please.
let me restate it. For the students who cannot for the students who are financially unstable, there are some schools, many schools that provide scholarship for those students.
So what about the students who cannot have the scholarship? So what about the students who cannot have a scholarship? That wants to go to college.
There are many ways to obtain scholarships. Mostly on barangay, school heads, they are offering a lot of scholarships even now. So there are many possible ways to obtain a scholarship. It's impossible for everyone to not obtain a scholarship, especially if they are high grades and they are completely want to enter a specific school. Thank you.
Now time for the second affirmative constructive. AC, please.
So I would be the second affirmative constructive. Admission tests negate the true essence of academic or freedom of education of a student. It is embodied in our 1987 Constitution, Article 40, Section 5, Paragraph 2, which stated that academic freedom shall be enjoyed in all institutions of higher learning. Let's be honest. College is probably one of the hardest things in a person's life, some of the strugglers. But it will set their future. Even as a grateful student, I get anxious enough whenever I hear the word college. But college must be taken seriously since there is already scholar university who offers free education. Determination, hard work, and willingness is the best investment we can do during our student days. According to Republic Act 10931, otherwise known as the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, signed by our former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, is an act promoting universal access to quality tertiary education by providing free tuition and other free schools in state university, colleges and university and colleges, in state-run technical vocational institution, and in the section 2 of the Republic Act 10931 are the following. Provide adequate funding such as other mechanisms to increase the participation rate among all socio-economic and tertiary education. Provide all Filipinos with equal opportunities to quality tertiary education in the
private and public educational institutions. Give priority to students who are academically able and who come from poor families. Ensure the optimized utilization of government resources in education and provide adequate guidance and incentives in challenging young Filipinos in their career choice and towards the proper development and utilization of human resources. So basically, the law functions about equality of Filipinos and about the poor. A great example of this inspirational journey throughout college is the story of Norman King. Norman King is the first indigenous ATA who not just graduated, but with flying colors. He graduated cum laude. Despite all the discrimination and poverty especially, he pursued in his life and he had made history. Now, let's go back to the academic freedom topic. It is already given that every student should enjoy academic freedom, but implementing such admission tests defies this statement. Students won't enjoy their freedom or of education because you put a barrier to them. College exams have never judged students on a fair scale. Many students have specific strengths and interests that makes them capable candidates for college acceptance. Exams never take into account these facts as it is judged based on academic knowledge alone, which is quite ignorant and nearsighted. There is no perfect student, but colleges have spent many years creating and fabricating this utopic picture of what an ideal student should be. Imagine they wanted to be enrolled in that college or university. And take note, this not only applies to college level, it also sometimes happens in the senior high school level. But the admission test hinders them from doing so. If they fail the test, they won't be able to enroll. They won't be able to achieve their dreams, to learn a lot from school and apply it to their future life. But if he or she is the only expected by their family to lift them out of poverty, students usually select schools who they think are capable of developing and improving them. But this is less likely to happen because they need to pass a barrier of generalization admission test. Plus, their academic freedom is affected.
Now, for the second negative cross-examination of the affirmative team. Please stand up. Take center stage. Remain, start now.
Is imposed to eliminate standardized tests in college admissions, overlooking the fact that these tests provide a standardized and comparable metric for evaluating students.
It will be biased for the students who have financial capability. Let us always remember that there are poor people in universities, and they are the ones who struggle a lot. Like imagine that if there is a entrance exam which has fee for it, and how much is it? Like 600 or 80,000, and it would be unfair for students to afford to go to entrance exam.
Next question. Would the call to abolish standardized tests be disregarding the potential benefits they offer in streamlining the admissions process and providing a consistent measure of academic performance? Would the call to abolish standardized tests be disregarding the potential benefits they offer in streamlining the admissions process and providing a consistent measure of academic performance?
Can you take other questions to the okay? About the constitution and about how students won't have their freedom and education because it was barrier to them. Can you give me a question about this?
Can you provide a concrete example of colleges or universities that have successfully eliminated standardized tests from their admissions process and how they have ensured fair and accurate assessment?
There is really, I haven't of a university that had removed it because, generally speaking, entrance exam are a quite known method of admiring students in their university. That is why we are hoping that it should be removed. Because it would be unfair to the people who is not capable enough in financially and intellectually.
For the last basic constructive theme, the floor is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and respected opponents, thank you for this opportunity to address the proposition that colleges should eliminate the use of standardized tests. We firmly believe that this assessment play a crucial role in the admission process, and that eliminating them would have detrimental consequences. Standardized tests are designed to provide an objective measure of students' academic abilities. They offer colleges a standardized benchmark to evaluate applicants from diverse educational backgrounds. Removing standardized tests could lead to increased reliance on subjective measures like GPA or extracurricular activities, which may be influenced by factors such as grade inflation or access to opportunities. This test serves as a valuable tool for identifying potential in students who may not have had access to certain educational resources. By evaluating students a common scale, standardized tests allow colleges to identify individuals with untapped potential regardless of their socioeconomic background. Based on the article from Spark Admission LLC 2021, students' educational backgrounds are fairly determined by the use of standardized tests. The importance of these tests becomes evident when students are unable to perform well in their school. In such cases, the government and the education department must find ways to address the issue based on evaluation provided by standardized tests. Standardized tests also offer to highlight their successful performance, meaning that they should not be disappointed if they fail in one, as there are still many other choices available. Therefore, we must not eliminate the use of standardized tests for college admission because it has a significant role to evaluate the capabilities of students entering a specific school. It ensures fairness and equality. By eliminating or removing standardized tests can open a door of subjective biases, favoring those with more resources rather than those Filipinos have less resources but also has the potential to take the college. That's all for me. The last cross-examination of the team, the floor is yours to start now.
So, standardized tests, multiple choices, overlook the strength and potential leading to an inaccurate assessment of their ability to succeed in the college environment that college That is to standardized tests, multiple choice, that overlooks the strength and potential leading to an inaccurate assessment of their ability to succeed in the college environment that values their learning skills.
So because there's other choices, students to take tests. That there's many opportunities of students to take in other school. Like what my team said, that we can take in other school that offers those offer
less expenses in taking tests.
Next one. How do you respond to concerns about the inherent biases or the privilege of those voting in standardized tests, particularly in relation to social and economic factors? Again, how do you respond to concerns about the inherent biases or the privilege of those voting in standardized tests, particularly in relation to social and economic factors?
You can still inherit fairness, inequality, two different aspects. Like, the continued reliance on standardized tests in college perpetuates a system that often favors socioeconomic privilege. Eliminating these tests would pave the way for a more comprehensive evaluation process, taking into account an applicant's unique strengths, experiences, and potential.
About the constructive arguments and cross-examinations have been round has been finished. Affirmative and negative groups, please prepare. We will give you 5 minutes for your rebuttal. Each group will be given 5 minutes of preparation. 5 minutes starts now. And you know that each group will have 5 minutes for their rebuttal argument.
Kasi yung mga klase nyo, kilala, sa babang people.
Character na naka-end. Ano po pa siya? Makapiligas. Ako yung hihirang ako sa anak ko. Yung mahirap na ng bulan. Kasi mo kasi laki na kami. Yun ang ano doon. Magkasi na kaya kami ng anak ko. Kaya mahirap sa ganda. Ikaw na. Oo, panahon sa
then siya yung best debate team. Dalawa yung award, best debater, best debate team. Yun na lang. Kasi nakakalimutan ako. Pero pakasaya yung
Time's up. I am not going to check. So, the first rebuttal goes to the left and the first team rebuttal for 5 minutes. Please skip your rebuttal. In front, in the middle, negative team. The floor is yours.
So now I will more elaborate and defend her point based on the theoretical argument. So last time earlier they mentioned that standardized test is fair, but it's actually not. Standardized tests are considered fair because they provide a consistent measure of academic ability across a diverse pool of applicants. The test aims to create a standardized benchmark that can be applied uniformly to all students, helping to mitigate potential biases in the admissions process. However, it's important to note that the fairness of standardized tests is a topic of ongoing debates, and critics argue that these tests may not accurately reflect students' true potentials or account for various socioeconomic factors. The goal is to balance standardized assessments with other components such as essays to achieve a more comprehensive evaluation. Standardized admission tests serve as a common metric for assessing academic readiness, enabling college to compare applicants on a level playing field. They provide a standardized objective measure that complements other aspects of qualification. There are also a lot that I've noticed from affirmative. First, how they should mitigate the potential bias if possibly that there's a new way or equal opportunities for applicants. The other concerns that stated a while ago about while there are concerns about wealthier students having more access to test preparation resources, proponents argue that standardized tests in theory assess fundamental academic skills that should be accessible to all. Efforts to make test preparation resources more widely available, offering fee waivers for low-income students, and considering a variety of factors and reasons can help mitigate the socioeconomic differences. Advocates for standardized tests often emphasizes their role in providing a consistent and objective measure that will combine in other admission criteria contributes to a more equitable evaluation process. Next, standardized tests have increasingly incorporated in technology, allowing for computer-based assessments, adaptive testing, and remote providing technology enables more efficient scoring, quicker results, and a more interactive testing experience. Indeed, integrating technology in standard testing offers several advantages that can enhance test administration, streaming scoring process, and provide more flexibility for test takers. However, considerations around accessibility, security, and equitable access to technology thoughtfully designed and administered to provide a consistent and objective measure of academic proficiency. They contribute to data-driven decision-making in education, help identify areas for improvement, and evaluate students' performance on a large scale. In the pursuit of educational excellence, standardized tests stands as beacons of objectivity, offering a common yardstick to measure academic proficiency. As we bridge the life into a debate, we will navigate the complexities recognizing the merits they bring in shaping a fair and informed educational landscape. Here are some benefits of standardized tests. Since the middle of the 19th century, standardized examinations have been used in the United States to measure students' achievement. Establish a universal educational standard. The objective of standardized tests is to set a baseline for comparison. Any form of assessment outside of school curricular which may vary considerably within a different educational department.
Time's up. Now, for the affirmative round, so 5 minutes. Affirmative team, the floor is yours. Your timers starts now.
Eliminating standard tests for college admission is a crucial step towards ensuring fairness and opportunities for all students. CHED Chairman Prospero de Vera III plans to feed the Financial Secretary Benjamin Diokno acknowledged the raising on dropout rates among college students indicate the fundamental flaw on relying solely on standardized tests. A significant percentage of students who pass those exams in the school year 2020 and 2021 end up dropping out or temporarily leaving schooling, really revealing that inadequacy or lack of these such tests in predicting long-term academic success. Tests like only measures specific areas such as reading, writing, and math. Standardized tests only focuses on quantitative dimension and do not give importance on other skills, such as creative and motivation collaboration. Standardized tests like SAT or ACT may not be reliable indicators of college success because they primarily focus on multiple choices questions, neglecting crucial real-world skills like writing, math application, and critical thinking. For insurance, high test scores doesn't guarantee the students' ability to pinpoint crucial problems and apply knowledge in meaningful ways. In essence, the argument suggests that relying on standardized tests in college admissions perpetuates social stratifications for favoring those financial means and exerving educational opportunities. Michelle Obama quote that standardized testing should be standardized anymore. Every person means applies that information differently, just like Michelle Obama said. In my future, or if my future were determined by the performance on a standardized test, I wouldn't be here, and I guarantee you that. So, in explanation, she said that she can plan what she wear now if that standardized test is being, it can predict her future. Instead of alternating methods, should be explored to ensure that access on higher education is based on merit and does not perpetuate social economics despite. Instead of relying solely on standard tests, government should consider alternative measures to promote equality or equity in higher education or CHED. focusing on bringing students from poor families, public schools, indigenous communities, and rebel returnees into mainstreaming education reflect our commitment to addressing socio-economic crisis. Are these correct? Investing in comprehensive support system and considering a broad range of factors for admission would be more effective way in ensured education after all become a vehicle for towards or upward mobility. In contrast, some countries apply assessment methods that provide more comprehensive evaluation of students. Capabilities beyond mere memorization, offering more accurate measures than readiness on higher education. So, that's all. Thank you.
Next, for the last little bit for please stand up. Of the negative team, the floor is now yours. Please go to the middle in front of the judges. Your timer starts now.
So, based on our observation, for the first cross-examination stated by Ms. Pisco of the affirmative team, they focused about financial problem, which is they said that how about the students who cannot afford to take the standardized test? But eventually, on the next constructive stated by Sir Kabigting, he says some universities and colleges has a free tuitions and scholarships. So therefore, they are just contradicting their claims. Moreover, they are focusing on financial problems. But what about the worthiness and the capabilities of the students to enter a specific school, especially in colleges? Colleges is the students that is very crucial because in college they are about to choose what they want to become in the future. As the colleges do it, they will show the potential to become a future professional and future workers. Do we want to have non-credible professionals and workers in the future? Of course not. So we must not eliminate the standardized test because it has a significant role to evaluate students' preparedness and capabilities in entering college and universities. That's it. That's all for me. Thank you.
So, the final rebuttal for the affirmative team. The floor is now yours, affirmative team. Please take center stage. The timer starts now.
So, in addition to what Mr. Andrea has said, according to Yaya Ibrahimi, February 8, 2021, published in Harbinger.com, standardized testing has long been used to maintain some adequacy in our education system. But our skills and knowledge cannot be determined by doing a test in a certain amount of time. Learning encompasses many different aspects and every student learns differently. Standardized tests mainly determine which students are good at taking a test, providing no actual measure of an individual's progress or student's performance. Ibrahimi also stated that we should eliminate state and colleges requiring standardized testing altogether. It's neither a necessary nor a practical way to measure a student's capabilities, and there are other ways to evaluate students without using a test as a measure. A significant issue with standardized tests is the overwhelming stress they inflict on students, hindering their performance due to anxiety and pressure. The realization that these tests can profoundly impact their future adds immense pressure, often preventing them from showcasing their true abilities. A quote by Alfie Kohn: standardized testing has swelled and mutated like a creature in one of those old horror movies, to the point that it now threatens to swallow our schools more. So this implies that standardized testing doesn't just pose a threat to students, but also it ingrains the belief that without it, college admission and career pursuits become unattainable. This impact is particularly pronounced for students falling financial constraints who may feel that standardized testing is the sole gateway to their educational and professional aspirations. So that's why colleges should eliminate the use of standardized tests. Standardized tests create only a limited scope of learning and growth for the students because of its never-ending cycle of how an individual student is evaluated. According to National Council of Teachers of English, students who perform well in school who are under standardized testing have much worse life outcomes than others because they lack curiosity, perseverance, and sociability. Another statement from the NTCE was that partaking in such tests can lower the self-esteem of the students, for example, when a student who's gifted in literacy may not understand or appreciate their own capacities and become disengaged from school because their ability do not cut the narrow band of skills measured by a standard test. That's all.
So, thank you, Benedictus, for those wonderful arguments that you have presented throughout this debate. Very heartfelt, I must say. So, this resolution, I guess, universities in the Philippines should eliminate the use of standardized tests in determining admissions. This is a topic that is very relevant to us, especially for me, since I have already taken the OCAT test in UPLB, in Los Baños. I can relate to this topic. So, I have nothing but encouraging words to this current generation of speakers, debaters right now. Last year, I was the best speaker last year with my former teammates right now, but right here, I am proud of them. Mrs. Ricamonte, Mr. Villalon, Miss Ricamonte, and Mr. Villalon, and Mr. Kabiting. I am proud of you for improving the courses that you guys have, the speakers that you have become, and everything. You guys have become masters in your field. You guys, so to the new ones, though I know Mr. Mabrideo, we have our differences now and then, just like last year, in the last year's debate. I have to speak first and I will finish this. So Mr. Mabrideo, you have improved since last year, and you for that you have been really good. Miss Pisco, very good. Very good.
Patronized for debater.
Mr. Eric Dorato, very good as well. Also with Mr. Caras, you look very
Future senators, mayors, and barangay captain.
So now, the moment you've been waiting for since the start of the debate. But before we dive into those, let's express our gratitude to the esteemed individuals who have evaluated and judged our debaters. Please join me in welcoming and honoring our distinguished panel of judges. Leading our panel of judges is our senior high school coordinator, master teacher 2, Mrs. Sabaniego. Please give her a applause to me. Everyone, please clap.
Ma'am Sabanero. Pareho kaming always present. Sina? Oh, ang lapit niyo. Kami napaka... Okay na yung target. Next.
Next for our next panel judge, we have Mrs. from Teacher C. From English Department, Mrs. Mrs. President of the amendment.
Medyo nalilito pa kasi sila because you change your surname. Thank you for coming.
Lastly, Mr. from the AP Department, Teacher 3, Mr. Mark Leo O. Petron.
Thank you, sir. Marami na marami. Ma'am, pa kayo po para tayo kumpleto. Ma'am Peña and Ma'am Samaniego. Para kumpleto yung ating photo
Hindi ka
documentation.
na judges, please
Okay, dito tayo.
take picture of
Pwede ka na sumama ka na, mister. Kasi kung ang best figure last year, kasi magaling ka yan. Okay. Ang maganda ba ang aming po, aura dito? Hindi mo rin kaya
Kasi tinitingnan ni Andrew kung sino yung nakalagay na pangalan.
escape recognition. Affirmative team.
Affirmative. Okay.
Mr. Jeremy Matildeo. Mrs.
Affirmative na tayo. Huwag ko lang gawin sa mga babae dito.
Miss Ray Casitas
Ray, come here.
and Mr.
Bumalik ka dito. And next.
Now, for the negative team, Miss Nicole Ann Recamonte, Mr. Justin Piñolon, Mr. Ed Durato, and Mr. There you go.
Okay. I'm sure that we have done
So, for the announcement of winners, the thing that you have all been waiting for, may I call on Mr. Sir Etron for the announcement of winners. So, give him a round of applause. Sir, it is yours.
certificate.
It's an honor to announce.
Best debater and best debate team.
It is my honor to announce the best debate and best debate teams for this contest. For the best debaters, we have from the Tigisa from the affirmative side, we have Vicky. And from the negative side, we have 2N.
Nakakapagalasin!
And now, opportunity to be recognized.
Very much.
This juncture, we would like to announce the best debate team. And the best debate team is to affirmative
Parang may kailangan pang mamaya.
Dapat nasa kayo sa framing. Affirmative ba ka? Affirmative? Yeah. Affirmative, okay. Okay. Well done. Well done. Happy face.
1, 2, 3. Bravo. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Ito na yung ano, magkasama ang affirmative na negative. Sa isang picture. Sila ba naman ah? Here na, here. Punta na dito all of you. Kasama na ang ating mga judges. Okay. Congrats, please. Saan ako ito? Dito. Dito kabila. Kasi gulang may pakar mo. Iha, Mia. Dito ka, dito mo. Dito ka. Yan, okay. Okay. Smile.
2, 3.
Meeting ka na, no? Paano yung talo?
1, 2, 3. Bravo. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Congratulations, winners! Mamaya, madami ka. Compress. Move. Lahat. Goal. Goal. And, okay. So, yan. Halika dito. Yan. Ngayon na kasi, magka-college na kayo. Tumali din kayo sa debate. Kahit saan? Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, magpa-close din na po. Okay, everybody sit down. Mag-sit pa. Mag-sit pa. Sit down.
Everyone, please sit down. The conference is not over yet. Please sit down.
Sit down. And the program.
Please sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, please first sit down. Since the moment has passed, let's give it up for our winners and commend all our debaters for their outstanding efforts. Now, to wrap up our event, let's hear some closing remarks from our senior high school coordinator, Mrs. Cecilia D. Samaniego.
A pleasant morning to each and everyone. So as we conclude this debate contest, I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to all participants for engaging in this thoughtful and articulate discussions, your passion and commitment in exchanging ideas have made this event truly an enriching one. Remember, the essence of debate does not lie only in winning the argument, but also in fostering a deeper understanding of diverse perspectives. May the spirit of constructive dialogue continue to thrive beyond this context, even in your daily life. Once again, thank you for all stimulating and enlightening exchange of ideas. May this continue even without this contest, and may we have this is one part only of our National Literature Celebration. Next year, we plan to add another contest in the senior high school. So, wala na rin nun. Congratulations pa rin.
Hindi tama basta. Okay, salamat. And this is your last year, grade 12. So I'm hoping that there will be grade 11 who will join the debate next year.
Parang pinapalayan lang kami.
Hindi. Sinasabi ko lang, binigyan kayo ng chance to, dahil gusto nila to. Gusto nila ulit mag-debate, sabi nila yung isang taon, mag-debate yung pa sila. Salamat!
Thank you.
Sana hindi ako naka-store sa Kaya ka naka-store ko. Tapos na!
Tingnan nyo naman yung tissue.
Oo.
Tissue pa.
Okay.
Wednesday pa, 29.
So, okay, everybody. Pwede na kayo mag-ihis, but you are going to help with us, of course. Una-una, pakibalik yung table ni Sir Jason. Yes?
Picture lang po yung mga
Sige, sige.
Thank you po, ma'am.
O, ikaw ba yung magpapapicture? Ikaw muna, ito si Takas. Future Barangay Captain.
Mayor.
Future President. Lahat na discount sa Barangay Captain.
Ang pala ko parang may talo.
Okay, sige.
Parang responsible.
Affirmative. Negative. Hindi na kami. Affirmative. Saan si Rochelle? Ika sumali ka sa si Justin Dorado.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Iba mo na lang. I'm not a picture. Kasi nga, nangisigis na kami. Hindi pwede sigis sa akin yun. Curve.
Asa yung sumo? Kasi ba yun natin? Ano yung susi?
Compress. Curve.
Good governor day.
Guys, 1, 2, 3, matipikit. Ano po?
Okay.
Saka,
Wakit daw. Kataas na sila.
Bakit?
Makakatulog na sila hindi.
Maganda mo ba?
Pinaalala mo pa. May sakit na ako. Ay, yung pagdadagdag mo. Meron pang pil. Tumigil ka din. May sakit na ako gusto mo.
Ay,
Aba!